we'll be talking about your background mainly, your experiences, and the main thing, like we're interesting how you appeared in augmented reality. How did you start?
Okay, so let me first introduce myself. My name is Daniel from Croatia. I've been into AR for I think it's now 4+ years. I can't remember exactly. I found Spark AR in beta, and then I start to test and experiment with this new technology. Uh, Before that, I wasn't so much in this area, maybe a little into 3D. I'm mostly
Mhm.
into digital marketing, advertising, and so on. And this new technology was really cool experience for me because I have this technology and channel to create something new because I am by default some kind of creator, and this area
Mhm.
was something new to create some complete new experiences. So I started with Spark AR, both for Instagram and for Meta, Facebook, and after that I started to use Snapchat and Lens Studio, of course.
Mhm.
Uh, was doing that for I think 2 or 3 years, and recently in I think last year in April, Effect House become available for me and other creators, and I started to create all AR effects for TikTok, of course. And speaking of numbers, right now I have like I think 50 million on Spark and 50 million on Lens Studio, and on
You
Effect
mean
House
followers, right?
impressions. Sorry,
Ah, okay.
impressions, not followers. It will be cool to have such a large number. And on TikTok, I just passed 300 millions. So
Mhm.
it's interesting. It is in 1 year I passed 300 millions, and 4 years for 50 millions on the other two platforms. Yeah.
Amazing. So you mentioned that you were in digital marketing. So you
Yes.
were offering your services to the clients, or you were approaching digital marketing for your own business?
I still am in digital marketing. This is my core business. Okay,
Mhm.
I have clients that need mostly I'm doing Facebook advertising,
Mhm.
and I'm doing some other digital stuff like CRMs, chatbot.
Mhm.
I'm playing and making some stuff with AI in the last year when everything exploded.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to implement this new tech into business and life, of course.
Mhm.
And I had some webinars for people to teach them that they need to start use AI into
Mhm.
business because they will be left out, of course.
Yeah.
And as for clients, I'm doing many different niches,
Mhm.
and I had the opportunity to implement even AR into marketing. So there are AR ads, so-called AR ads on
Mhm.
Meta and Instagram, and I managed to do that. Uh, there were pretty good results in the context of brand awareness and
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
But how did you solve this opportunity? Like whenever you encountered that there was like Metaspark Studio and then FX House later, like how did you correlate it augmented reality with the marketing? That's also really crucial.
I mean, I need to find cases and way with particular client what will be interesting for him and for his business. For example, in real estate, we
Mhm.
did some scanning photogrammetry of some apartments, houses, and areas. So
Mhm.
we did use drones for that, and later we converted images and videos into 3D models, and we built AR experiences. So the potential customers, buyers of those houses, apartments can see how this house looks in AR on their table in office
Mhm.
at home, and where this real estate is positioned in that particular area, and
Mhm.
see what is around and so on, so they can uh, make their choice easier and buy this property.
Mhm.
And for example, in let's say cloth and shoe business, there is, of course, a Snapchat feature, try before
Yeah.
buy, my favorite, by the way.
Mhm.
And it is really great. So when people see the 3D model, let's say on the website, desktop, PC, computer, they can see these models. They can spin a sneaker, for example, and see how does it look. And if they have Snapchat, they can try it. I mean, there is a web AR solution, of course, for try on. So when people see that item right away on their feet, they don't these return rates are
Are going
automatically,
down.
yes, like 30 or 40%. That is
Mhm.
really, really
Mhm.
much in this business, and they are happier with their product because they see how it will looks on their feet, and when they receive original item,
Yeah,
it
it's much
is
more easier to decide for them to buy this product or not.
because
Uh,
we did it with photogrammetry, so the replica is exactly the
mhm.
same.
Mhm.
It's not replica. Okay.
So to jump back, whenever you just started and you said that you didn't have any kind of experience of development or design, you mentioned that you know only how to build 3D models. Like what type of skills did you learn to do augmented reality experiences?
Okay, so AR needs a lot of different apps to so you can create something beautiful and some good experience. I
Mhm.
had the background before. I'm a web designer and graphic designer, so I know, I don't know, Adobe Photoshop, Raster, or Vector, Adobe Illustrator in design. I had experience a long time ago with Cinema 4D, Bryce 6.
Mm.
Those are 3D
Yeah.
applications. I'm a web designer, so HTML, CSS is my kind of stuff. So I had some kind of experience in the context of
Mhm. Mhm.
IT, programming, and so on. But in Spark AR and all other AR platforms, builders, sorry, there is JavaScript, and you need to learn a lot more. Uh, Blender was my 3D software of choice, of course. It is really good. It's free, and I
Mhm.
think everybody in this AR business and creators are using it. So
Yeah.
I need to learn 3D sort of. So I'm not very very skillful modeler, but I know photogrammetry. I specialized in photogrammetry
Mhm. Mhm.
in many different apps with mobile phone or with I don't know, images or video. Nerf with Luma AI, for
Mhm.
example.
Mhm.
So I think you can create very good 3D models and then later clean them in I don't know, in Blender, and then later optimize it in other software, so
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
at the end have a very low poly model, which is excellent for augmented reality experience.
Mhm. So we all know that content creation is crucial, but more important part of the perfect project is content ideation phase, where like 95% of brands struggle themselves. So what would you say to other creators? Like what kind of discovery questions they have to ask to the brand, them to understand what type of content to offer?
Okay, so from my experiences, I personally like to work on my own in the context that when I'm creating some AR experiences, the better result is when I doing on the way where I think is the best. So when clients start to interfere a lot, usually result isn't so good. So
Yeah.
the main problem I saw is that clients are not so familiar with this technology, and the other problem is that each platform have own rules and features and
And possibilities. Yeah.
abilities. Exactly. So what is possible on Snapchat is not possible on Spark. What is possible in on Instagram is not possible on TikTok, and so on. So I made this PDF and some emails explaining clients what exactly is possible on which platform, and you can create like your presentation with your works, your QR codes with your filters, so clients can see what is possible where. He can scan it. The best way they understand is to they just test your AR lens on any platform, and they see, so this is it, and I think this is the best way for them to understand. It's, it is hard to explain by words what is possible and what is not.
Yeah, about that, yes. But whenever you are coming up with some ideas, you have to understand brand's objective, right? So,
Of course.
what are some other topics you uh, are discussing with the brand, you to understand what type of filter or effect to offer them?
Usually I receive a request from them, and basically based on that request, I reply back with possibilities based on platform which they want to have that AR experiences, and everything is custom made, of course, because as I said, each platform is different.
I see.
Yeah.
I
We
know.
need to have compromise. We need to find compromise between client and me. I made some alliances with agencies, so they are like middlemen. So every time it's different.
So you mentioned that you're using artificial intelligence as well. So how you are using it with augmented reality?
Uh, for now, I'm using it for, let's say, sound, AI generative sound, of course, images. There is a nice project, Skylab, where you can create 3D 360 panoramas. You can just write prompt and create 360 panorama, export that image, create sphere in, I don't know, any Blender or any AR app, and wrap this sphere, and you basically have ready to go place, one place where you want to be. And the other ways is so there are some AI platforms where you can create 3D model with prompt or with image. Some are maybe a little advanced, and some are really basic. And you can I don't know, Shape D is the latest. Sorry, Shape E from OpenAI is the latest version. You have it on Hugging Face, also my favorite website, where you can write prompt or import simple image, and based on that you can create. I don't know. I was making, I don't know, Spider-Man in T pose, so I received this GLB file, and then I convert it into FBX, rig it on Mixamo from Adobe, and then you have ready to go dancer or character for TikTok or Snapchat or Spark AR, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you see the future of AI related to AR?
I mean, this 3D area will prosper, certainly, because as time goes by, those services for 3D model creation and photogrammetry and the nerf are better and better. So because I found that right now, when you do something for a client, 3D model is the pain, first problem. It could be first problem. For example, you are making, I don't know, sunglasses for a client. He sells many different famous brands, and he doesn't have those 3D models. So if you need to build several 3D models, it is really expensive. So those kind of things are not possible to make with photogrammetry if they are very detailed ones. So there's one problem. You need to model by hand or pay modeler, and that is complicated and expensive for a client. So I'm certain that this 3D building process will be very easy in the future, and that is very helpful, of course, for AR creators.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, as a creator, what can you say to other like beginner creators who are just starting out in augmented reality? What is the most difficult part in creation process or working with brands?
Uh, I think there is personally. I mean, for me, for example, I'm as I said, I'm a front end developer. I'm not such a coder, and custom JavaScript writing is not something for me. I don't like it, so I'm finding ready to go solutions online, or sometimes I even paid to developers. They make this code, so I just implement it into my AR solutions. It depends on complexity of AR lens. So there is a big community online, of course. Each platform have their own community. You need to be in all. I mean, it's not. I think it's not enough to build AR lens only for one platform. You need to know how to build for everything, because when a client will ask for that, you don't know it. It's not good for your for your business. You need to be prepared for all platforms. So as I said, it is good community. People are helping. I become friend with a lot of different developers. I just send message on, I don't know, Messenger or something. They usually reply when somebody asks me. I reply. So it is really fine and
Yeah, helping.
awesome community, helpful. Yes.
So, as I understand, a main part is like time whenever you have to just learn all the stuff.
It is really steep curve. It depends on what you want to achieve. I mean, for basic AR lenses, you have templates in each AR builder. So you just open this template. I mean, it is maybe the easiest way to learn. You open pre-built template, pre-built AR lens, and you just start to uh, uh, seeing what how does it how it was built, and based on that you can change some parts and see what happens, and that's the way you can learn very fast.
Mm-hmm. So, as you said, you have experience with advertising as well. So, do you have any tips or tricks how to advertise augmented reality effects on different channels?
Yes, I advertise. I used AR ads only on Instagram and Facebook, and but you have also Snapchat as advertising platform,
Mhm.
and also TikTok. I recently had received access to TikTok ads, but I didn't create ads with AR. But you need to have ready AR lenses which you connect with
Yeah.
your channel. One thing that caught my attention is on Meta platform. You have this like uh, feed, special e-commerce ads, which are connected with all items you have on your e-commerce web shop, for example.
Mhm.
And you can have, if you have AR lenses for your items. Of course, those items must be compatible and have meaning for AR. Of course, not everything is meaningful for AR, of course. And if you have like, I don't know, shoe store, you can create 3D models for your shoes, and then you can create those AR ads. So people, when people are seeing your shoes, they can see it right away on their desk floor. Unfortunately, Meta doesn't have feet recognition. They don't have even body recognition. I hope that they will build it in the future, because it is really great and important feature. So if they have like Snapchat, you can try it. The problem is that you need to make you need to create lenses or AR ads in the context of brand on platform where are your targeted audience. So, for example, if your brand, you are selling some I don't know, things that are for younger generation, you need to go to Snapchat and TikTok. For older audience, you need to be on Instagram and Facebook, because younger generations are on first they are on Snapchat, then they go to TikTok, then Instagram and Facebook chronologically. So younger people are not on Facebook because on Facebook are their parents. They don't want to be on, on the same platform like their parents, but when they are like 35, 30 years plus, they automatically go to Facebook. Yes.
Got it. So, what will be your advice as a last question from Crosstalks to creators?
You need to be patient. You need to start using many new applications to become a good and successful creator. Of course, it is good to go to these competitions on many platforms. You have competitions and gigs, of course, and all other platforms have their own competitions all the time. You have these hackathons for AR, and those are good places to learn something new. You can even do it in pairs, in teams, so you can work with some experienced creator, and he can give you some informations and teach you something new. So learn, experiment, test, and this is the way you will learn in something new and become more successful.
Thank you, Daniel, so much for your time. And whenever you have some amazing projects, please share it to Cross Creators, and we will be happy to feature it on our platforms, on our social medias. And if you have really amazing case study, we can talk one more time to discuss like how you came up with this idea and what type of results you got for different kind of brands.